What's going on, guys? We're going to learn how to trade the triple Qs, especially if you guys want to trade options. My name is D. Anthony with evolutiontraders.com, full-time options day traders. So I'm going to show you what's going on my screen. I'm going to talk a little bit about what indicators and a strategy that you guys can use and why exactly you should be trading the triple Qs. So I would always recommend start off trading real money, right? Go trade 1 or 2 contracts depending on your account size. Even if your account size is huge, you come to me and you say, hey D, I've got $50,000, how many contracts should I buy? I'm still going to tell you 1 or 2. Okay. The reason being is you want to have skin in the game, right? Meaning you're playing with real money, not paper money. And you want to feel something, and you want to go through a series of trades where you're going to feel those emotions. Even if you're only losing $30, $40, $50, you're still going to feel something. And that's the whole thing. When you're paper trading, you don't feel anything. So you're not really thinking about it. You kind of make stupid mistakes and you build bad habits. I would recommend maybe if you are a trader and you are profitable and consistent and you're kind of working on a new strategy, I would then paper trade to kind of perfect that strategy before you put it into real money. But again, to each his own, right? So we're talking all in, all facts here. I'm not here to sugarcoat shit and tell you that if you trade, 1 or 2 contracts, you're going to make $1 million, because the odds of that is slim to none. So what we're looking at here, I've got a few price lines on my chart, some supply and demand zones. What we're looking at here, these white ones, right? The straight white lines on my chart here is pre-market highs and pre-market lows. We're looking at the current day's lows and the current day's highs, and this one's going to get adjusted. But before I adjust it, I want to explain to you something as of the current time, right? So the red and the green lines can get adjusted intraday as we are trading. These white ones, which is the pre-market lows and highs, are going to stay stationary. Okay, so there was a couple of setups that have presented themselves on the triple Qs, even though today is not the best price action day, meaning we're not trending and we're not making monster moves. We're kind of range bound. We had a little bit of a gap down in the pre-market session. There are still 2 amazing setups where you could have made some money here on triple Qs and kind of, turned off your computer screens, went to the beach, went for a coffee, went for a hike, went to breakfast, did whatever, and made some money. So what we're going to look at here, the first strategy that we're looking at here is the pre-market low break. Okay, so what I would like to see normally, okay, is I want to break the pre-market low price, and then I need some sort of back test, okay, or I need some sort of confirmation. So there's 2 ways you can play it. I want to break the pre-market low, and then I want to pull back and get rejected, or I want to break the pre-market low, and if we don't have this big wick here, I want to confirm the bottom of this price, and then I want to take that short position. So if we look at when we broke that pre-market low at 283.54, we got the back test into that breakdown into the 20 SMA, followed by the follow through. So here's your break, here's your back test, and when we lose this area again is when we want to go short. So around 283.52 all the way down to a price of 281.15. So you're looking at about a $1.50 move. Okay, that's a hell of a trade. That's a hell of a trade. You have to understand that when you're trading, when you're scalping, you're not looking for 10 points. Would it be nice? Of course. You're not looking to make $1,000. You're looking to get in. You're looking for the move to go in your favor, and you're looking to take profits quickly. Right? Quickly. The market doesn't owe you anything. There's always someone on the other side of the trade looking to take money out of your pocket. If you don't understand that, you will lose time and time again. If you are greedy, you are going to get absolutely destroyed. I'm going to say that again. If you are fucking greedy, you are going to get absolutely destroyed. Okay? When you have money, okay, when you're looking at your account and you're trading and you have money, secure those profits. That's all I'm going to say. So I don't care if it's, $10 or $10,000. Secure your profits when you have them. The stock doesn't need to go lower. The stock doesn't need to go higher. Okay. So with that kind of being said, the next setup that we have here on our chart, after we kind of put in our day's low here, we start to consolidate down here at the bottom, and then we break the new low here, and then we start to push higher and we reclaim this 20 SMA. I then mark out the day's low. Okay, if we were trading sideways and we never reclaimed the 20 SMA, I never put in the day's low because we could still put in a new one. Okay, so now 281.15 now becomes my new pivot point for if we do get rejected and we roll over. This is going to be my short position entry price 281.15. I'm going to play options contracts that are in the money or at the money. Now here's your setup to kind of play the bounce off the initial washout. As soon as we reclaim the 20 SMA, wait for the next candle to confirm this price action and then go long. You have two areas to kind of use as a stop loss. A 5-minute candle close below the 20 SMA or the day's low, okay? If you want a tight stop, use below the 20 SMA. If you want to give it room to wiggle, then use the day's low as your stop. Entry price on this was 282.81, and we are currently trading at 285.83. Okay, that's almost a $2.50. That's almost a $2.50 move in the past 2.5 hours. So this trade, essentially, you could still be in and have made a nice paycheck. If you're starting out, I would recommend using these indicators, using these supply and demand zones to kind of trade the price action. Get consistent, make some money, and then expand your tool belt. Start off with 1 to 2 contracts, and as you get comfortable with the position sizing, with taking losses, because again, even though these two trades work, you are going to have trades that have similar setups to this, and they're not going to work, and you're going to get stopped out. That's what's going to separate the men from the boys, the women from the girls. Who can control their emotions enough and can be disciplined enough to stop out of a losing trade. So many times I see traders, they win a couple, they're all happy, they're high on life and everything. They get that first losing trade and they say, I've seen this before, it's coming back. They get slapped, they blow up that trade, they blow up the next trade. Next thing you know, they're depositing more funds. Okay, don't be an idiot, don't try to be a hero. You're not the best trader in the world. There's always someone better than you. You're not going to make $1 million tomorrow. Just play the long game here, okay? You're going to have big trades. Don't get me wrong. You're going to have big trades. You're going to have big days. As your account starts to grow, you're going to have huge days. As your account starts to grow, you're going to have big losing days as well. Get okay with losing, right? Put the pride and the ego aside. Be hyper confident when it comes to trading. Be a badass. Be a fucking shark, right? But also understand you're going to take those losses and take them on the chin. Take them on the chin like a big girl and like a big boy, and keep the show going, okay? There's no reason to get upset because you lost. It's not your fault that the trade setup failed. It's not your fault that the price action didn't do what you wanted it to do. It's not your fault. Doesn't mean you took a bad entry as long as you're following these technicals that I just showed you. It is what it is. That's the name of the game. Okay, that's the name of the game. Are you going to score a touchdown on every drive? No. Are you going to hit a home run every at-bat? No. Are you going to strike out every batter that you face? Of course not. Are you going to score a goal every time you have the ball in possession when you're on the soccer field? Are you going to make every three-pointer? Of course not. So why would you win every trade, right? So think about that. You're not going to win every trade, just like a professional athlete or the highest level of performer is always going to kill it and crush it, right? So get okay with losing, and the wins are going to come a lot more frequently. I can guarantee you that. Get okay with losing small when you should get stopped out, and the wins will become bigger and easier. I hope that makes sense. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord, guys. That link is down in the description box below. If you are serious about day trading and you want to ask questions and trade with other traders who are doing this 5 days a week, as long as the market is open, join the Discord. You're going to get a lot of gems in there. We are always dropping content. We're always throwing out our watch list. We are always talking about stocks that we're trading in, winning, losing, live in real time. That link is down in the description box below. I'll see you guys all in the next one.